Okay, it's day 94. I'm going to try to make this video short and sweet because I just got tagged with the iPhone storage warning for the last video I created. But if you've been following along, you'll know that I've had kind of a little bit of, an issue this week as far as mentally, as far as kind of my girlfriend goes, and as far as like the business side of things goes. So, first of all, to address mentally, I feel like recently, with the extra time that I've been getting without seeing my girlfriend for this week and with focusing on the app less, I've been able to kind of control my mental better and understand what exactly I need to be doing and how to put myself in that position. And so I feel like for the most part, I'm in a better place. I haven't necessarily manifested it yet, and I haven't like done the action that I need to do, but I'm understanding it better and I'm thinking more positively now. At the beginning of today, I swear it was like the worst day I've had in a while because of the position that I was mentally in with my girlfriend and the situations that I was being put in throughout the day. They were just unlucky. And as far as my girlfriend goes, if you've been watching, you'll know that we kind of had a little bit of like a spat, which you kind of have. We've been in a relationship for 2 years, and it was a pretty big one, but like it wasn't like it was for the most part mature. It was just me being on my side, obviously I'm gonna be biased, but I feel like I'm way more logical than most people and way more rational when it comes to stuff like this. And I'm gonna be honest when I say it, take my word for it or don't. But uh at the end of today, she realized kind of like she had an eye-opening moment when she was at dinner and I left her on open for 4 hours of kind of like what was going on and like how much she really values what we have. And she came back to me and she was a lot less defensive and a lot more willing to kind of understand and prioritize me and whatnot. And we kind of ended up fixing things with that. So finally, that's good. Um, let's think. Yeah, I mean, then it was the business. The past 2 or 3 days, I have been pretty much just working on the onboarding process. I've added quite a new few things that I think will really move the needle. And the first biggest one is a timer on the one-time offer. So there's a 1 minute timer on the offer so that when you go through the 20 question questionnaire and then you hit the paywall that says like, start your reminder, like enable your notification, and then it takes you to the main paywall that says like $4.17 a month, which is $49.99 a year. And then it says it costs less than a coffee a week. So I feel like that's kind of cool. Also, the once you press maybe later, if they don't want to buy, then it will take them to the one-time offer that's $34.99 a year. And it'll have a 1 minute timer that'll start from 59 seconds. And it's relatively quicker than I think 60 seconds would go by. But I feel like it's very triggering and creates urgency, which will hopefully lead to a lot of conversions. Um, but my plan with the questionnaire the past 3 days I've been creating it are to really make it good and so I don't have to touch it anymore. I realize like to manifest things, like to in order to really realize like if I want to have this app and this business bring me thousands of downloads and a lot of money, I need to have the system set up first in order to withstand that pressure. And right now the systems are cooked. If I put in all that effort to get 1,000 downloads to the app, I bet you I'd have under a 10% conversion rate. But now with this new system that I've integrated, I'm making sure that I don't submit it or publish it until I love it and I can envision hundreds and thousands of users going through it and looking like it's a professional onboarding system, having all 20 paywalls like customly put into the right, like this one's the first one, this one was the fifth one, and making sure that they look very, very app-like and very professional. And so I did that. I have a live activity one where they can toggle on and off the live activity from the questionnaire if they're not a fan of live activities. I have a few different little icon ones showing the features of the app, allowing people to be able to like change the range of calories that they can give a check mark or an X mark to when it comes to the calendar throughout the week. I have one that explains my MyFitnessPal calculations to Calorie Simple, my app's calculations, and how my app is 85% right and their app is 65% right. And MyFitnessPal is a gold standard calorie tracking app. They have a terrible onboarding system. They have 2.3 million five-star reviews. They they charge $20 a month or $80 a year. And their system's like very analog and old, but everybody's just so tied into them already that it just makes sense to stick with them. And I mean, if you buy an $80 a month like MyFitnessPal subscription, like the odds are is that you're probably going to stick with that throughout the year, and then it's going to reoccur, and then like you're not going to have time to choose a different app. So I think that's kind of the trap that people are trapped in over there. But yeah, like there, I just made that page that basically says like, is Calorie Simple accurate? And I actually stole this page from another app that's on YouTube called Amy, and I literally just put my app over it and used the same log and like post hog results, and basically just said like Calorie Simple is more accurate most of the time compared to gold standard apps like Cali and MyFitnessPal. And I think that when users see that, they'll understand like, oh shoot, like this is like this is definitely good tracking if they have results to prove that their app is naturally better at tracking more accurate calories than two very, very gold standard apps in the marketplace. And then again, like if they see that and then they stop using my app, why the heck would they want to go to an app that now they know has less, like not as good calorie tracking as mine, like Cali or MyFitnessPal? So I thought that those paywalls or the questionnaire pages look really good, and the urgency timer is amazing. And so far the system's pretty good, but I think I want to update a few different pages, maybe take out one or two and make it look like perfect, because once it's perfect, I'm publishing it and I'm not touching it. I want to make sure that it is perfect, and I envision it as being something that I can run thousands of users to and be happy with and, get a lot of conversions out of. And once I, finish that up and do what I need to do with that, this month of April, we're going to do a lot of marketing organically, and we're going to get back on the grind. And trust me, I'm almost at 200 users, 200 app units, downloads. I'm going to get to 1,000 app downloads for sure by the end of April. And my goal for the end of April to make money is I want to make about $1,500 in the month of April. As of right now, I've made $136. But as of April, I'm going to make over $1,500. That's my goal. So we have a lot of goals. We have a lot of things going on, but this is day 94. Talk to y'all tomorrow. Peace out.